Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show this Sunday morning. Very NPR vibe only. Let's get right into it. Okay, welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show. There's this clip going around about that Trump, Obama, and yes, Nancy Pelosi, the dream team, is out in full force lying about Trump. Now, when you have a terrible record, no one really likes you. Your credit score is going down in the community. What do? Well, you lie. Because lying is more important than telling the truth, because the truth isn't necessarily on your side, is it? And that's a problem for Biden. And that's a problem for a lot of his voters as well, where you try to call him out on stuff, or you talk about inflation, or you talk about the border, it's like, it just shrugs it right off. But this quote from these three is absolutely insane. We're still doing this. We're still talking about this stupid quote. This quote that you talked about a long time ago, a very long time ago. This is an article from 2020. Okay. So this is what we're doing. Okay, so here is Biden, Obama, and Nancy effing Pelosi right here.
This is the guy who doesn't care about science and reason. Remember, during the pandemic, Donald Trump told us to inject ourselves with bleach. He said there's nothing to worry about if you do that. This is the guy who doesn't care about...
He did? That's news to me, because I remember watching those conferences every single day, wondering how some of these other people got this thing. But I think the most interesting thing around on the internet currently is that you still have people on the left. What's up, Willie? Still have people on the left saying, he literally said it on live TV and we all saw it. And what the F are you talking about, from RNC Research? Because RNC Research says it's a Republican institution. Biden flanked by Obama and Pelosi again peddles the debunked lie that Trump told us to inject ourselves with bleach. Let me just hear it one more time, because I'm not making this up.
This is the guy who doesn't care about science and reason. Remember, during the pandemic, Donald Trump told us to inject ourselves with bleach. He said there's nothing to worry about if you do that.
No.
This is the guy who doesn't...
There was nothing to worry about if we did that? Then Chris says it literally never happened. Which definitely triggers Santiago Mayer, the executive director of Voters Tomorrow. Immigrant. Thank you for sharing that. Views are my own. Santiago quote tweets him, of course, because don't actually engage with the peons in the comment section. Quote tweet him. And then he puts out the video, which is just incredible. I don't understand this level of TDS in my life, where you not only are triggered by the truth, but then you double down and then you put the truth out for people to see, and it doesn't make you look good. Here's Trump right here saying exactly that. And again, remember, this is the TDS dude that put this out, and it doesn't make him look good. It makes Trump look good. Here's the quote again for all of us to remember.
We hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light.
Little light.
And I think you said that has him in check, but you're going to test it.
We're going to check it out.
And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way.
Yeah.
And I think you said you're going to test that too.
Check that out.
Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number on the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting to me. So we'll see. But the whole concept of the light, the way it kills it in 1 minute, that's pretty powerful.
Okay, let's go back to this quote. Let's see if it matches anything he just said.
This is the guy who doesn't care about science and reason. Remember, during the pandemic, Donald Trump told us to inject ourselves with bleach.
Literally didn't say that. He looks like me talking to my doctor after an article I just read or some blog post of just saying, well, check out, have you looked into a little bit more vitamin D in your life? He doesn't say that at all. He looks like a dude just bringing up stuff in front of his doctor, and his doctor's like, yeah, we'll look into that. Sure. He didn't tell everyone to get injected with bleach, and then you'll be fine if you do so. That is such a misquote. It's not even funny. It's not even a close. It's not even like you're just barely off Biden. And these people are all part of it. They all believe the same thing. And I think, what's up? Good morning from Cape Cod. Dude, what's up, BCal? I'm doing fine, man. I think this is just so funny that you can literally hear him not say what they are saying he said, and yet they not only do they push it out and put it out in 2024, mind you. This isn't fresh video. He's doing the old callbacks, the old calls. And still you have people like Santiago Meyer that are going to push this false narrative. How can you listen to this video and hear the same thing Joe Biden said? I mean, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I feel like, is there something I'm missing? Because whenever I listen to stuff or I read stuff in the news, I don't want to just pick a side. That's just not the person I am. I want to get down to the real truth because I don't like BS in life. BS in life drives me absolutely bananas. It drives me crazy. Listening to other people's BS, I can see right through it. I know when people are lying. I have a good judge of character, and I listen to people's body language well. This person, Trump did not say that, and yet they keep pushing it out. I mean, I feel like I want to hear it again. I also miss how funny he was. Maybe we could do something with lights or something.
Where it knocks it out in a minute. 1 minute. Interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute. 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number on the lungs. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with, but it sounds interesting to me.
Okay, so the question is, I'm putting forth to you this morning, this afternoon, whatever time zone you're in on this live show. What do you do with people? Okay, that is really unfortunate. Oh God. Not a good look by the signer. Okay, what do we do? I honestly did not realize it was like that. What do we do with people like this who are either just lying for clicks and views, or they actually believe this stuff, even if they're given evidence of the contrary? What do we do with these types of people? Because I think it's important in this election season for people to have conversations with other people, especially independent people or people who have never voted before in their life or anything like that. What do we do with these people? Because how can you show somebody a clip like this and then you have Biden doing this is the only profession in the world where you can outright lie to people and lie about people and not just get sued to oblivion all the time. It's such a weird thing. Willie says Trump is trying to reassure the public there is hope. Yeah, he's doing that, but he's also just he's like a dude. He's like me. You know, sometimes I talk to my doctor and I say absolutely ridiculous things to my doctor, or I come up with I read an article and I'm like, is this something we can look into? And they could say yes. And it could be wrong. He's not, by me suggesting there's other ways to help whatever I'm going through in life is not me saying that everyone should be doing this. And that's what they're trying to do. Violet says she woke up with bleach in her veins. Yeah, let's go. Well, that's exactly what happened. I listened to this clip of Trump and I immediately went to my Walgreens, didn't buy name brand because why do that? And I injected it in my veins, and life has never been better. I don't know what to do with these types of people. Do we just let these people go? Double down no matter what? We'll even put out a video saying the complete opposite of what they believe, and yet they are so happy to put this kind of stuff out there, and they're like doubling down. I don't know what we're supposed to do with these people. I did look up a few things of like, how do you help people with just extreme cognitive dissonance when it comes to learning the actual truth on stuff? And it's not very helpful. Like, number one, it says empathize and listen. No, okay, I did that. I provide information gently. I feel like I just did that on this show. I did the clips back and forth. We watched both of them. We also saw that one. And then it says number 3, ask questions. Ask questions. These people aren't going to answer my questions. They're just going to say, Trump is literally Hitler in disguise. I swear to God on my life, bruh. And number 4, highlight similarities. I don't know if we have a lot of similarities anymore in the world. We can't even have a conversation about definitions of words in the moment. It's like, what's a woman? I don't know. You tell me. Use analogies and stories. There is a boy that cried wolf. The boy that cried wolf is a perfect analogy to so many of these lefties who have such hardcore Trump derangement syndrome. It's not even helpful. Because at first, when they were screaming wolf about Trump, we all kind of listened. We all were like, okay, we'll check it out. And then it turned out to not be true. Trump pees on Russian hookers. Oh my God, thick. We all kind of heard these lies, and we got to the point where we were done with them. We were done with the lies, and I was done with the lies. And so we don't listen anymore. And so when you say things like Trump is literally starting an insurrection, Trump literally sexually assaulted someone, we don't believe you anymore. And that's why you are going crazy now, because you're like, Trump is literally a convicted sexual offender. And all of us on the other side of the aisle are like, you guys have been lying about him so much now, your credibility is gone, that we don't believe you anymore. And I think that's why they are going to such extreme heights consistently, because they have to constantly outdo the one another. It's like a kid, when a kid becomes really frustrated in life and feels like the adults around him is not listening, and they only speak softly, and then they just, boom, they just turn that light on and they start screaming, and they're just like, listen to me. That's what the Democrats have become. They become absolutely obnoxious human beings, and the way that they're handling Trump right now, and the way that they handled January 6th, we are just like, shut up. We need to put you on Adderall. You need to settle down. You need to go to sleep. You need to go work out, do something. You're freaking screaming. So the boy who cried wolf is a perfect example, and maybe we'll just use that on liberals for the rest of the election season. Number 7, it says, be patient and supportive. No, I'm not going to be patient and supportive of these people. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't support this kind of insanity. Avoid direct confrontation. That's what I'm doing right now. I like that. Number 8, avoid direct confrontation. I'm making a video about you instead, okay? This is me side-eyeing you. You look stupid. You 3. Let me just put this video back up. You 3, especially you, the richest woman alive. I'm so proud of her. Number 8, number 7, model great behavior. I've been going back up and down. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to not be so insane. I'm trying to not tell you that you're literally should be checked into a mental health institution, because you don't. If I told you this color was red, you would say it's blue. And number 10, seek common goals with these people. It's such an obvious win with some people on the right, and for Trump Trump could easily bring people together this election season by saying, isn't your life like crap? Don't you feel like the crime has gotten so out of hand and all these criminals are being let go and they're not being held accountable for anything? Like, it would be so easy. that's all we need to do is just keep setting these common goals. And I think that's why they make these live videos about Trump, because if you actually get down to the facts, we're reaping everything Biden has sowed the last few years, and that's why inflation is going up, and that's why life isn't becoming better. It's been since 2016, no patience left. That's true. Yeah, my patience for people on the opposite aisle kind of went out the window during COVID, during the pandemic at its height. The insanity got turned up to 11, mate. It got turned up so high that I was nervous to have conversations with some people because of the power they held in jobs that I worked in. I was nervous to have conversations with other people about stuff because of how they would react, because I knew they would react like petulant children who can't have an honest conversation, who can't say like, Trump did this good, Trump did that bad, or like the way all these Democratic governors handled the whole thing, that was bad too. Like, we can't even have that conversation with these people. And that's why I think Chris Cuomo back on PBT is the worst thing in the whole world. That's just my thoughts. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here this morning. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this fact-checking video. I hope this is an easy thing that maybe you can share. If you don't mind dropping a like, subscribing if you're new, or commenting on this video. I know money is hard to come by in today's inflationary process, so commenting on a video actually helps me grow, because it makes this a possibility that one day this could become my job and I could do this all day long. It would be amazing. So drop a like. Put a comment if you enjoyed this video, enjoyed this live stream. Thank you for the Sunday. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for being here on this Sunday morning. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning as well. Look out for that live show. Tomorrow morning will be a little earlier. Probably be around 9 a.m. Eastern. Stay bleachy, my dude. Oh, I'm bleachy AF, girl. Look how white I am. I'm like the ultimate bleach. I'm a